Hi, everybody. Keith Lack here, Arlen Studio. I am going to show you the latest effect. This is the Temple of Isis. This goes with the my Egyptian line of effects that I've been doing. I think there's three, I think now for sure. This is a square circle, obviously, with a little bit of a different theme to it, I guess. The Egyptian theme. I've got a lot of friends and clients as well as myself, who just love the Egyptian stuff. And there's nothing more mystical, or whatever you want to call it, than the Egyptian culture. And so what we start off here with is this base, and everything can be inspected after the effect. The base as well, all hand signed and numbered. On the bottom, I will only be making 25 of these, and then I will stop. They are not difficult to make, but they are incredibly time consuming. And here, I'll show you why. The outer temple part is all sculpted out three-dimensionally. I have routed into the wood before we do it all, the stones, and then painstakingly painted everything to give it a more of a realistic temple-y look to it, with the rust running down, or the streaks coming down. And it's all very, let me get closer to you here. It's all very detailed out, with the little rhinestones and the ankhs. This is, I believe this is Osiris on the back here. And again, and then we've even got this cool little scarab detail up there. Again, it's, you can check everything out. And you can take your little guy here, and then you can put your deal here, like so. Of course, you can pull this guy out and see that this is a very nice printed Egyptian fabric that is covering the outer, the inner ring. It's kind of looks like a temple that's been painted. And then all you have to do is place your guy down like so. Do your magical whammy woom and pull him up. And now you have Isis, your golden idol of Isis. So there you go. Place this back like so. Come over the top like so. Okay, everybody's in like this. Then you lift her up. And again, Isis has disappeared. Okay. Classic square circle. I honestly have been holding off on doing one of these for a very long time, because I thought, when I first saw it years and years ago, and I just kind of bypassed it, I thought, well, maybe that's a little too obvious. I want to do more clever type scenarios. And after playing around with it, I finally decided to give myself a test to see if it could be done to where it was not so obvious, in my opinion. Of course, we all know the classic square circle uses black art And this is your black art tube. And they're very, very sturdy. They're not those flimsy tin, rounded out tin things. So I played around with the prototype a little bit and figured out, the lighting, which is super important, and things like that. Now, what I've done is included some little, I don't know, extras, different little thingies. Well, really one thingy. When you put your tube down over the top like so, and you've got your Isis down in there like so, as long as she is facing front and you've got this, you can actually pick the whole thing up because you're just holding her as well as the inner tube. Place it down like so. Come over, there's the empty yada yada deal. Place that over the top. And then come in like so. And show that this is also completely empty. I just think that's a little cleaner handling to do it that way, because when you're picking everything up, because your Isis now is down in there like so, and it's super easy to do it with your hands, and then you just, when it's off to the side like this, when you start like this actually, it just seems a little less obvious to me. So you're going to come in like so, pick up the idle, the inner black art tube, and place your pillar down like so. Okay, so in their minds, because I'm a firm believer in if the eye sees it, the brain believes it, for laymen. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean non-magicians. And then you're going to place your deal like that down. And that way, when you come up like so, now not only have you effectively shown that the outer shell and the inner circle are empty, but you've also shown that they were all off to the side and you picked everything up. And so it just is a little extra seller, I think, to it. And then, of course, you'll come up. There she is. Ta-da! Now, one of the things with black art is I never liked the fact that everything was so kind of jumbled up and all that stuff. So what I've tried to do here is make it look like it's a broken out part of the tomb that, Indiana Jones or some Tomb Raiders got into. And so there you go. The problem with black art, though, sometimes is it's difficult to see the item that they make appear because of the black art principle. And if your lighting isn't just right, it kind of disappears until you do this and show it. So what I've tried to do is create an effect where the idol is very obviously contrasted. So I just painted her a solid gold color, which I think is kind of cool. Now here's what I'm also doing. I'm going to include some of these little balloon lights, which are awesome, and some magician's wax. Now the thing about these balloon lights is if you just push down on them, they light up. They're very cool, actually. You guys might enjoy getting some and just playing with them, because you can do like all kinds of stuff, especially if you've got a thumb tip with the yellow, or you can get them in all kinds of different colors. But the reason that I'm including these is because you can do one of a couple of things. You can take some of your magician's wax, put it on this guy, and you can put the light either here or back here, and just kind of stick it there when the time is right. And what this does is it illuminates her a little bit better. I personally like it up here. So if you just, that way, when you're ready to go, all you've got to do is just up or down. And some of you might like to even affix it, though I wouldn't recommend it, because people, when you're showing it empty, will be like, what the hell is that up there on the top? But I do like that. And it really adds, especially if you do it right before the reveal. Now, when you place the black art down, like so, the tube, it's still actually pretty good if you're doing it, which this is an effect you're going to do about, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet away from people. So it still also does a really nice job of hiding the fact that there is a black art tube in there. The other thing too that I found is if you indeed do put it here in the back and you turn this off to the side, I don't think you can really see it. It throws the light off to either side of the back here, which gives the impression that you're seeing the back walls and there's just some light spilling in. So that's a further cool little deal. So I'm going to send you a couple of these lights with the wax. You guys do with it as you please, but please let me know how you like that, and if it looks like something very, very cool to you and is usable. Appreciate it. Again, you're going to get the tomb exterior. You're going to get the cool, whoops, don't want to knock her over. I don't need Isis pissed at me. Okay, the cool outer. And again, this is all fabric on this. This is all hand sculpted, hand painted, and distressed. These take an incredible amount of time for me to do, thus the price that's associated with them. And I'll only be doing 25 of them. So once we get to 25, I rip that page out of my build Bible and destroy it. So, and then this is all wrapped with felt. It's black on the inside. So it's one nice little unit. And then you can set it up and you'll play with how you want it to appear. You can, push this inner piece closer if you like. So it's right there, which will bring your Isis closer. So that way when you do the reveal, there she is. Okay. So that is the Temple of Isis square circle. I think it turned out pretty cool. You guys let me know what you think. And I think I've solved some of the problems that I had with the square circle black art thing in the very beginning. You get with the lights. You can do all kinds of things. Matter of fact, you can even just take a pin light and pull it out of your pocket and shine it down on her. But I do like these little lights. They come in smaller sizes as well. I use them a lot in some of my effects. So anyways, there we go. The Temple of Isis. This is a demotorial. I'm just going to release this as the demo as well, because I think everybody knows pretty much how the square circle works. And again, I'm not trying to come up with stuff that's just going to floor people as in regards to new methods. Shakespeare said there's no such thing as an original idea, and boy, that gets more and more true every day. But it is a cool effect. It looks great in your collection for you collectors. It's functional art is what I'm kind of liking to call these things. And there it is, the Temple of Isis. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're having a great day. And I look forward to chitty-chatting with you again. Talk to you soon. Bye.